Yo, what's up, swag? You already know what that. I'm not cutting that out. Yo, what's up, swag? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon Laura, aka KL Swag, back here with a video, man. God damn. It's not funny. It's really not funny for real. Did I really mess up on my intro, man? All right, let's get into the video, y'all, man. I ain't cutting nothing, man. Yeah, y'all like y'all, hey, y'all family, bro. So hey, it is what it is, man. Oh, look, bro. We about to react to Microphone, man. Shout out to Microphone, man. Shannon Sharpe has made his decision. Now I know it's a lot that's been going on with him and Skip, and he left under Undisputed and all that stuff, man. So yeah, man, let's get into it, bro. This is like a 3 day ago video, so let's check it out. Probably like an update or something.
Brothers fight. I am the highest regard for Shannon Sharpe because he prepared.
And someone's going to end up hurting Skip. His arrogance, his disrespect has kind of always been on this level.
Yeah.
Now I think it's going to a new level.
It didn't take very long for us to finally get an update on the Shannon Sharpe situation. We have an idea of what his future might be looking like, and it's a future that I have to admit, I don't think any of us were expecting this. Before we get to the content, make sure you drop, like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications, help the channel grow. Now that we get all that out of the way, the NFL and NBA season are officially over, and I need something to hold me over until at least the NFL season comes back. So I've been playing prize picks for the WNBA and the MLB, and I've been fairly successful. It's a good way to get some extra action on games that I wouldn't really watch otherwise. I post my picks onto my Instagram story daily, and I've been hitting on a decent amount of them. And right now, when you use my promo code microphone, they'll double your deposit up to $100. Mic check 1212. What's going on, everybody? At this point, you guys know Skip and Shannon Undisputed had a huge impact on me, my life, my career. The first time I decided to do what I currently do full time is after watching these two yell at each other over
Sorry,
whether
y'all.
or not LeBron James was the greatest
Thought it'd be pissing
basketball
me
player of
off.
all time, or the greatness of Tom Brady, or how horrible the Dallas Cowboys are, or how great the Dallas
The Cowboys are terrible.
These two, for a long period of time, were like peanut butter and jelly for me, and there's a lot of speculation as to why.
Skip do be disrespectful though.
I felt like these two may come to a breakup. Could be when they were having this back and forth about Baker Mayfield, where I guess a little jab was thrown.
Mayfield is dead last in 2022 in QBR.
Blah, blah,
He's
blah.
dead last. I don't care, blah, blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah.
You gonna let me talk? Because that's what you
If
do.
you'll stay on point on question.
You never stay on point.
Okay, I'm
I can-
about to stay
but
on
you ain't-
point.
you can
Tell me when it's my
It's
turn.
not your turn.
Okay.
But we saw things.
Yeah, I couldn't work with a nigga like that.
Skip Bayless quite literally disrespected Shannon Sharpe's career when they were debating Tom Brady.
This is just straight hate by a guy who's
He
shown
did.
that he's still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Yeah, that's what you
That's
do.
the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
I did what
I
I
never said
did.
you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Oh,
I got one Super Bowl. So what?
Which, by the way, trying to
Skip
compare
tripping.
Shannon Sharpe's career, who is a tight end, who's played very, very long in the NFL for a tight end, might I add. I mean, just as a football purist, being selected in the 7th round of the 1990 NFL draft and surviving 13 seasons in the NFL, winning 3 Super Bowls, making it to 5 All-Pro teams, making it to 8 Pro Bowls is no joke. Shannon Sharpe,
Damn.
without a doubt, one of the most decorated tight ends in NFL history. Is he the Tom Brady of tight ends? Well, there's Antonio Gates, there's Tony Gonzalez, there's Rob Gronkowski. I feel like Travis Kelce has a chance of being the greatest tight end of all time, but his career is still a work in progress. Regardless,
Yeah.
Shannon Sharpe's NFL career is no joke, so the fact that Skip disrespected him in this way wouldn't necessarily blame him for feeling the way he did. Things really hit the fan once Skip Bayless tweeted a tweet about DeMar Hamlin that, in my opinion was taken very, very out of context. You know, this is the tweet where Skip Bayless said, "No doubt the NFL's considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." People went crazy on him for this tweet. I personally didn't think this tweet was bad because there was like 7 tweets that went up, and this was one of them, and people just took this tweet and ran away with it. But regardless, it was enough to the point where Shannon Sharpe decided to no-show Undisputed the next day.
If you'd like to tweet us your emotions of the night about what happened, please do so. You can tweet us at @Undisputed. The last thing we want to do is offend anyone by trying to do what we always do, which is talk about sports. Obviously, my partner Shannon Sharpe is not here today. I look forward to seeing him tomorrow.
And when Shannon Sharpe did return, well, Skip and Shannon got into yet another fight.
Anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So they struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I'm not going to take it down
Okay.
because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me
Okay.
finish.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go. Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue with
The funny thing is, it's so funny because Shannon be mad, but it's funny. Go ahead. It's funny though, but at the same time, bro, Shannon getting tired of it, bro. Like Skip be doing too much.
But I can interrupt. You could have came back. Skip, Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up.
No, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where DeMar Hamlin was the issue, not getting to your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Things simmered down for a little bit at this point. You have to understand, things changed significantly since the first time Shannon Sharpe showed up on Undisputed in 2016. Following a stint at CBS that wasn't necessarily successful, Skip Bayless gave him a chance, and quite literally this resulted in a career-making venture for Shannon Sharpe. Now things are a little different. Shannon Sharpe really put his charisma on display during the past 7 years and has cultivated quite a following as a result of it. But through it all, there was a huge internal power struggle because despite Shannon Sharpe's increasing popularity, it was still Skip Bayless's show. Skip chose the topics
true.
to discuss. Skip would frequently cut off Shannon Sharpe. I mean, quite literally, when he said goodbye, Skip Bayless cut off Shannon Sharpe. Watch.
So I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything.
Crying like.
Which is why I want to thank you.
I think it's a case of when you go into work each and every single day to debate a man that could be a little difficult to get along with, and you become significantly more popular to the point where you
Yeah.
could have your own show and have full creative control of your show, and your proof of concept's already there. Club Shay Shay is pulling in remarkable numbers. And what's the point in staying? The relationship ran its course. Now, Skip Bayless discussed how he couldn't sleep the night before Shannon Sharpe's departure.
Monday night, had Shannon's departure on Tuesday. I did pull an all-nighter because I couldn't sleep a wink.
And to be honest, I believe it, because he caught lightning in a bottle with Stephen A. Smith, and he definitely caught lightning in a bottle with Shannon Sharpe. But this is significantly different. With Shannon Sharpe, he was quite literally able to design the show when he left ESPN for Fox Sports and had the ideal partner in mind. Skip Bayless has never had a partner either, so there is some speculation that LaShawn McCoy is going to be the new replacement for Shannon Sharpe, and we'll keep you guys updated when that happens. But what about Shannon Sharpe? What is his future? There has to be a reason why Shannon Sharpe decided to negotiate a buyout. You don't negotiate a buyout unless a really good opportunity comes along. This isn't Shannon Sharpe's contract running out and saying,
Hey, I don't want to continue anymore. Time for me to move on.
this is Shannon Sharpe seeing such a good opportunity that he quite literally said,
Yo, buy me out of my contract. I want to do something else.
a few years ago, the great Pat McAfee, a man that also is a remarkable YouTube sports analyst with an awesome show that pulls in millions of views each and every day, signed a record-breaking deal with FanDuel, a 4-year, $120 million deal that he signed
I wish.
18 months ago.
I love to do that. I can talk about football and do that.
From FanDuel.
I am exploring the options of maybe joining a network community that could help handle a lot of stuff that we're running into at this stage in the.
Now, why would Pat McAfee move on from FanDuel if he was getting paid 4 years, $120 million? Well, at the time, that was a huge mystery. We didn't necessarily know. We then found out that despite Disney laying off 7,000 employees, Pat McAfee was able to reach an agreement with ESPN. This was met with some controversy, by the way. Pat vowed not to change a thing about his show.
We will still have full creative control of the program. I will never ever sacrifice this show for anything.
But at the same time, obviously, whenever a man that built his brand off of being independent decides to join the largest sports media corporation in the world, obviously some fans are going to be concerned. At the end of the day, I believe Pat is doing what's best for Pat. He recently welcomed a daughter. Maybe ESPN provides him more stability. Maybe they take off some of his responsibilities from being independent so he doesn't need to stress out about the details as such, so he could be a dad. I'm not necessarily going to question the man's motives, nor am I going to criticize the man's motives. All I could say is, obviously, the deal would have had to have been so good that Pat McAfee decided, hey, we shouldn't stay with FanDuel on our 4-year, $120 million contract. We should go to ESPN. Now that Pat McAfee isn't with FanDuel anymore, have you noticed that very shortly after this information came out, Shannon Sharpe negotiated his buyout? Yeah, that's a little significant. Now we're getting an idea of what Shannon Sharpe's future is going to look like here. So our first source for this is none other than Shannon Sharpe, who tweeted out just the other day, I'm enjoying my early morning workouts, late breakfast, and break from wearing a suit every morning. Just for a little while, I'll be back on TV in the morning soon. So that's obviously just him being vague. A lot of people will be excited at the prospect.
He also got a good podcast. Podcast, you guys, too.
But I don't think that's the route he wants to go. When you were working for a major network before, when someone was your boss before, you may want to take a different approach. Pat McAfee was the blueprint for this. He created his own daily sports show, and it's absolutely crushing it. So Shannon Sharpe is probably eyeing the opportunity to go independent. Well, he just got another update. And man, it's a fairly significant update. As according to Michael McCarthy of Front Office Sports, Shannon Sharpe is reportedly in early talks with FanDuel TV.
Damn, okay.
After his final show on Undisputed. I personally believe that this is what's going to happen. I don't think Shannon Sharpe decided to leave Skip Bayless in the top sports show in the world just so he could go on to ESPN and team up with Stephen A. Smith and Michael Irvin and whatnot. I mean, who knows? He could make appearances in the future, but I don't necessarily think that this decision was ever fueled
by a hatred for Skip Bayless.
No, this decision was 100% fueled by a truly once-in-a-lifetime business opportunity. Skip Bayless signed with Fox on a 4-year, $32 million contract extension back in July of 2021. Pat McAfee signed a 4-year, $120 million contract with FanDuel. Now, we don't know the details of Pat McAfee's new contract with ESPN, and it seems like they're trying to keep that hush-hush. A lot of people are speculating it's significantly lower. Pat McAfee disputes that this is the actual number. Andrew Marchand claims that it's about $17 million a year, but again, Pat says that number is false. But the important thing to take away is there's big money in this industry right now for quality talents like Shannon Sharpe and Pat McAfee.
I need to get me.
I feel like this decision was 100% fueled by money. Fox probably
need to get me.
Afford to pay Shannon
Got a better
Sharpe
personality, better than all them.
Contract because Fox isn't a gambling company. Gambling companies could afford to go over and beyond in regards to their customer acquisition costs. So it makes a lot of sense why they're throwing around big money like this. And if there is a talent that could fill in the shoes of Pat McAfee, without a doubt, Shannon Sharpe. Could you imagine Shannon Sharpe without a filter? Could you imagine Shannon Sharpe lighting up cigars and lighting up blunts on his podcast? Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to do it, but he's allowed to if he wanted to if he's independent. It's just so interesting because from both Shannon Sharpe's perspective and Pat McAfee's perspective, both of their decisions make a lot of sense. Shannon Sharpe wants a piece of that huge money pie that new media is generating, whereas Pat McAfee might be seeking the stability that old media brings in, which makes a lot of sense because he's a family man now, and this job is very stressful, believe it or not, and I'm not even on the scale of either of these two humans. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about a potential...
I ain't gonna lie, Shannon Sharpe, boy, hey, go after it, man. I'm happy for him, man. That's crazy as hell, though, but yeah, Skip be doing too much, though. Y'all let me know down below in the comments what y'all think. Do he do too much?